Hey, honey loves. Now, while we always talk about sign compatibility to see if you're with the right sign or if you're attracted to the right sign or why you're attracted to a certain sign, we rarely talk about how to maintain the relationships you're in or the ones that you want to keep. So, for that reason, I've made a series of videos about how to keep your relationship based on the prominent signs in your birth chart. Now, quick disclaimer. All relationships can survive and thrive when you keep God at the center, your higher power involved, and of course, make a valid effort. Here are some tips on how to keep your relationship based on the prominent signs in your birth chart. Enjoy, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Hey, honey love. So we're back with the how to keep a sign videos since you guys love them so much. And before we get into how to keep a Pisces Aries cusp, I just want to mention that any relationship can survive and thrive if you keep God at the center, keep your higher power involved, keep faith, and of course, make the effort. Now, Pisces Aries cusp can be a bit of a handful because they are so enthusiastic, so expressive, so courageous, so impulsive. They want someone who acknowledges their strength and all the many levels of them and their affectionate nature. They want someone who is just as devoted to them as they are, and who can handle the force that they are, because they're a lot. There's a lot of energy there in that little bundle of Pisces Aries cusp. So they want somebody that can handle it instead of someone who will try to make them be someone that they are not. Hey, honey loves. Okay, so before we get into this video, any relationship can last with God involved or the higher power you recognize, with faith and with effort. But to keep an Aries, it's really simple actually. You just gotta make them a priority. Make them number one. They have to be top priority, top dog. If not, it messes with their ego. And if it messes with their ego, then if it messes with their ego and it messes with their self-esteem, and then you don't get the Aries that you met or that you fell in love with. So always make them a priority, top priority. It also helps if you keep yourself as a top dog as well, because yeah, they don't do second. Hey, honey loves. Okay, so because y'all are loving these how to keep a sign videos, we gonna keep them going. But before we get into how to keep an Aries Taurus cusp, I just want to point out that all relationships can survive and thrive. You keep God at the center, your higher power at the center, and if you make the effort, of course. Now, in regards to an Aries Taurus cusp, they work hard, they lead by example, they never stop moving. They never back down form a fight. They look damn good on the front line because they have this soft vulnerability to them that makes people fall in love with them instantly. Everybody, it's like catnip to everybody, it's whatever. But if you want to be the one to keep a hold of their ass, you got to be mature. You got to be confident. You got to be understanding. You got to be able to read between the lines, yes, and capable of great love to protect their heart. Take good care of their heart. So there you go. Hey, honey loves. Okay, so this video right here is a continuation of the attraction by sign video, but instead we're going to talk about how to make a relationship last by sign, how to keep a sign. Any relationship can last with God involved, or the higher power you recognize, with faith and with effort, which is we're seeing in a lot of relationships, but I digress. And this video is going to get sign specific. So if you want to keep a relationship with a Taurus has to feel comfortable, they have to feel stable, they have to feel solid, and they have to feel that the relationship is of value. This is a two-parter though, because if Taurus doesn't feel stable or solid within themselves or comfortable within themselves, then they will never be able to be a good partner to you. I promise you that. They will be toxic as fuck. However, if they are solid and they are firm and then they get with you and you give them reason for doubt, or they don't trust you, or they're not comfortable with you, they will never take you seriously. It'll just be physical and it won't go nowhere else. Hey, honey loves. So since you guys love these how to keep a sign videos, we're going to keep the party going. Before I get into how to keep a Taurus Gemini cusp, I just want to say that all relationships can survive and thrive. You can keep God at the center, higher power involved in your relationship, and if you make the effort, okay? Now, Taurus Gemini cusp, they tend to operate on all cylinders at all times, which is actually fascinating to the people that fall in love with them. It's actually probably one of the key points that make people fall in love with them. Now, while their admirers are attracted to how outgoing and influential and cuddly they are, Taurus, Gemini, cusps, they long for a partner who can see their heart and see their good intentions so that they understand them enough to not blow up at them when they don't get shit right the first time. It would also be helpful if they have somebody who is a better organizer than they are so they can learn from them because they want to be better. They just don't know where to start. So, yeah. Hey, honey loves. Okay, this is like the umpteenth time I've done this video, but I really want to get into this because I know this is going to be extremely helpful. So this video right here is a bit of a continuation or inspired by the attraction by sign video. This is about how to make a relationship last by sign or how to keep a sign. Yes, you hooked them, they hooked you, how we keep the party going. All right, so any relationship can last with God involved or the higher power you recognize, with faith and with some effort, because a lot of folks are missing the effort. Yes, but by sign, if you're dating a Gemini, you gotta talk. They're communicators. They gotta be able to talk to you. You gotta be able to talk to them. They need to feel mentally stimulated. They're a very energetic sign, so they need to be stimulated on all fronts. They're not trying to be with nobody boring. They cannot be with somebody who cannot keep up with them because they're gonna find somebody else who can. Okay, but initially they need to be mentally stimulated because they're intelligent. They're communicators. You gotta. Hey, honey loves, since you guys are loving these how to keep a sign videos, guess what? We're gonna keep the party going. So. Before we get into it, actually, before I get into how to keep a Gemini Cancer cusp, let me say, all relationships can survive and thrive when you keep God at the center, the higher power involved, and make a real effort. Now, Gemini Cancer cusp, they are caring, they are social, sweet, optimistic, they're appreciated for their honesty, scolded for their sharp tongue. Yeah. But they are also loved for how supportive they are. So if you want to keep them, be aware of who you are, because they really don't have the time or the emotional ability to kind of like help you find yourself. They trying to keep themselves balanced. Also be thick-skinned and not super sensitive. And of course communicate well and be a friend and a lover. So yeah, that's how you keep them. Hey, honey love. It's been a long day. Okay, so this video right here is going to be a continuation of the attraction by sign video. We're actually going to talk about how to make a relationship last by sign in this video. Now, any relationship can last with God involved or the higher power you recognize, with faith and with effort, which is a whole nother topic. But this video is sign specific. So how to keep a Cancer, how to make it last with a Cancer. Cancers need to feel safe. They need to feel secure. They need to know that you and this relationship is a safe space. If they do not feel that way, they will nag and complain. And I promise you, you don't want to hear that shit. But the reason why that's what Cancer needs so badly is because they see themselves as nurturers and they offer themselves as a safe space to the people that they love. So they need the person that they love or the people that they love to also be a safe space and offer them that same level of safety and security. So, hey, honey loves, we're back with another how to keep a sign video, and this is going to be how to keep a Cancer Leo cusp. But before we get into it, all relationships with any sign can always thrive with God involved, the higher power involved, with faith and with effort. But to keep a Cancer Leo cusp, okay, they have to feel warmth and they have to feel wanted. Your relationship needs to be their safe haven. It needs to be a safe space. But on top of that, they like to get their damn attention. Okay, so it's not, it can't just be a safe space. It's also got to feel cozy there. And they love to make sure they get the attention they want. You definitely got to keep your eyes on them and make them feel wanted, desired. Shower them with love. That's it. You got to shower them with love and attention, because if you don't, they will go seek that attention elsewhere. They will go seek shelter elsewhere. Not to mention they're going to nag and complain and it will not be a happy household. You don't want that. No. Hey, honey loves. Okay, as stated in the last video, this right here is going to be relationship advice on how to keep a sign. Okay. Now, any relationship can last and be made to work with God involved, with faith involved, with some damn effort, which a lot of relationships are lacking. But to get sign specific, in regards to a Leo, Leo's got to shine and they got to feel loved. They got to feel admired. They have to feel adored, and they need their damn attention, right? So And it's not just about ego. Their heart has to feel full. Their heart has to feel full. Do not fool them. God. Their heart has to feel full because their heart, especially a healed Leo, that's where they shine from. That's what generates their shine. So you want to keep a Leo, make them feel loved, make them feel adored, be warm to them, not cold, and allow them to shine. Hey honey loves, okay, so we're back with another how to keep a sign video. We're getting into the how to keep a Leo Virgo cusp version. But before we do, any relationship with any sign can thrive, can survive with faith involved, with God involved, the higher power involved, as well as great effort. But to keep a Leo Virgo cusp, you're talking about somebody who's active from a heart space and needs to feel appreciated at all times. So Leo Virgo cusp has got to feel the love, and they got to feel and know your heart, okay? If they don't, you will lose that spark that initially attracted you to each other. They're not gonna feel the love if they can't see and understand the reason why they love your ass or whether or not you love them. But yeah, they gotta feel the love, they gotta feel supported, they gotta feel seen, they have to have their heart full because that's what they act from. They can't fill into your cup if their cup is empty. Hey honey loves, okay, so we're back with another how to keep a sign video. This is going to be how to keep a Virgo. But before we get into that, all relationships with any sign can thrive and survive with faith involved, with God involved, the higher power involved, as well as effort. But to keep a Virgo, Virgos need to feel supported. They need to feel seen. They need to feel appreciated. Virgos also need to be with somebody. They are always on a journey of wellness, okay? Health and healing, whatever that means, but they are always trying to make themselves better. You can put that to the perfectionistic thing, or you can put it to the health and wellness thing, but they are always trying to better themselves, and they need a partner that understands that and a partner that's on that same journey with them. If not, they will go find healthier options. Also, anxiety will disrupt your peace if you bring them any reason to be nervous, so don't do that. Hey honey loves, okay, so since you guys love these how to keep a sign videos so much, we're back with another one. Before we get into how to keep a Virgo Libra cusp, I just want to make sure I point out all relationships can survive and thrive if you keep God at the center, your higher power involved, and make the effort. And speaking of making the effort, Virgo Libra cusps are definitely ones to make the effort to create the life that they want and the relationship that they want. As versatile as they are as a breath of fresh air, they quietly observe and analyze relationships in attempts to be better, because technically their relationships are special. Okay, so they go from hyperactive to reactive to radioactive, inactive, retroactive, attractive. It ranges. It's active, but the type of active varies. So Virgo Libra needs and wants a partner with some range, who can respect boundaries, help them create some, and who's empathetic and considerate of other people and other people's feelings. Oh, and their feelings, of course. Hey honey loves. Okay, so y'all are loving these how to keep a sign videos, so I'm gonna keep them coming, okay? All right, now we're gonna get into how to keep a Libra, okay? Libras are pretty simple for the most part. Libras need peace in their relationship. They need to be with somebody that wants to be a partner. Partnership is very important to them. They love being one of two. So to keep a Libra, oh, and they love compliments, child. They got to know they cute. They got to feel cute. They got to feel pretty. So I feel pretty, right? So to keep a Libra, you got to give them compliments. You got to make sure that you are including them and being a partner to them. And you got to be their peace, because if not, they will go seek compliments elsewhere. They will go seek peace elsewhere, and they will go seek another partner. And you don't want that. So, hey honey loves. Okay, so we're back with another one of these how to keep a sign videos. But before I get into how to keep a Libra Scorpio cusp, I gotta say, all relationships can survive and thrive if you keep God at the center, keep your higher power involved, and of course, make the effort. Now, Libra Scorpio cusp, despite what it looks like on the surface, Libra Scorpio cusp deeply values relationships, okay? Pause for reaction. Okay. Their love, the way they love, it's deep in feeling and meaning. It's heavy. It's honest. It is very real. They are fashionable influencers, so they know how to make it look good, but people follow them regardless of if it looks good and still is shitty underneath. So knowing all of that, they want and need a partner who can handle their depth, handle their passion, be loving, be fair, be fun, be ready to live life abundantly, and also be willing to stand in the spotlight with them as an influencer of relationships. Hey honey loves, we're back with another how to keep a sign video. You guys are loving it and I love providing them to you, so let's get it. But before we do, this is going to be how to keep a Scorpio. All relationships with any sign can survive and thrive with God involved, with the higher power you recognize involved, with faith and with effort. But to keep a Scorpio, Scorpios have to feel desired. And they gotta desire you. So keep it sexy, keep it cute, and they need to be in control of their life, okay? And they need to feel in control of their situation. They do not need to control you. Only unhealed Scorpios are trying to control you. A healed Scorpio wants somebody who's got control of their life that mirrors them, so that y'all can come together, be on the same page, and be a power couple. A healed Scorpio ain't got time to try to control you. They're too busy making power moves. And they want a partner who's gonna make power moves with them. Hey honey loves, so since you love these how to keep a sign energies, I love to bring them to you. So we're going to talk about how to keep a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp today. Please remember that any relationship can survive and thrive and grow when you keep your faith at the forefront, God of course, and make the effort. But with the Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, they are fireballs. They love to learn. Love to explore life, love to discover life, love to explore you, if you so allow. And they have a lot of self-confidence and high energy, and they're just unapologetically themselves. So if you want to be with them, then you definitely need to have confidence. You got to be able to keep up with their ass. Even if you are intelligent, they don't necessarily like cockiness. They love confidence. So don't come with that cocky energy. Even if you are intelligent, still be open to learning about new things. Hey, honey loves. All right. So you guys are loving these how to keep a sign videos, and I'm going to keep them coming. This is going to be how to keep a Sagittarius. But before we get into it, any relationship with any sign can thrive with God involved, your higher power involved, with faith and effort. But to keep a Sagittarius they thrive off of an insatiable thirst for knowledge, experience, and a hunger for life, right? So they believe in the journey. There's levels to this shit, and they figure that you can't grow as a person, and you can't grow in your mind, you can't really gain anything without going through the levels, going through the journey, and experiencing life as it is. So you'd be the perfect partner if you're willing to go on that journey with them. And if you're not willing to go on that journey with them, either respect their journey or watch them go step out with somebody. Hey honey loves, so since you guys love these how to keep a sign videos, we're gonna keep the party going. And we're now into the cusp signs. Am I saying this right? Cusp signs. Yes. Before we get into how to keep a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, I just want to point out that all relationships can survive and thrive if you keep God at the center, your higher power, your faith, and of course, making effort. Now, Sagittarius Capricorn cusps are undeniable groundbreakers. They motivate others by their faith and by the way they live their lives. They feel a divine duty to never quit and never conform, and to continue to live their lives that they see fit, because they are aware that people are watching. So if you want to keep them, be driven by more than just you. Don't knock their belief or the responsibility that they take on. Make the best out of every moment by either being in it with them or by being their peace in the midst of chaos. There you go. Hey, honey loves. Okay, so you guys have really been enjoying these how to keep a sign videos, and so I'm going to keep it coming. I'm going to keep them coming. First of all, any relationship can last with God involved, with faith, and with effort. But to keep a Capricorn, Capricorn's got to feel secure. They have to have a strong foundation. They have to know that what they're involved in is, I'm hearing will yield tangible dividends, but they have to know that what they're involved in is not a waste of time, that it is strong, that it is sturdy, that it is meaningful. If not, they will always chase what will bring them meaning or what will bring them security. And that is how you will lose them. So to keep them, just make sure your foundation is strong. Make sure it is sturdy. Make sure you always remember what brought y'all together. Hey, honey love. So because you guys love these how to keep a sign videos. We're going to keep them going. So before I get into how to keep a Capricorn Aquarius cusp, I want to point out that all relationships can survive and thrive if you keep God at the center, keep the faith, keep your higher power involved, and of course, make the effort. So in regards to Capricorn Aquarius cusp, they are determined to live true to their full selves, never needing to or desiring to dumb themselves down, because they want to make a name for themselves based on their authentic self. So it's important to them and their legacy. So never ask them to fit in, never ask them to conform. Also remember that their attitude creates opportunities for them and others to respect that role model energy that they come with. So if you want to keep them, embody that or respect it from them. They want someone that's going to be proud of them and honored to be by their side. Hey honey loves, okay, before I get into this how to keep an Aquarius. This one is always complicated. Now, first of all relationships can last with God involved or the higher power you recognize, with faith and with effort. But in order to keep an Aquarius, they have to feel independent and they have to feel that they have a firm sense of self. You are not responsible for helping them find a firm sense of self. They will do that by themselves. But it's a constant, they're constantly in a mode of self-discovery, and they need the space to do that. Not necessarily space from you, but things get jumbled up in here with their brain when they're trying to figure out who they are and where they fit in the world. So they have to be able to have the independence and have to be able to trust that you understand that, because if you do not, they will never be present with you. They will always be lost. Hey honey love, so here's another how to keep a sign video, since you love them so much. How to keep an Aquarius Pisces cusp. Before I get into that, I want to mention that all relationships can survive and thrive and keep God at the center. Keep faith, keep the higher power involved, and of course make the effort. Now Aquarius Pisces cusp, they can be a little wishy-washy and emotional at times, but it's only because they're so in tune and they are so easily influenced from everything around them. Like, they literally get no breaks. They're influenced by their dreams, they're influenced by their faith, by their intuition, and by every person they encounter. So they're super sensitive to their environment. So to keep them, be patient with them, be understanding, be aware of what they're surrounded by to help them when they can't help themselves. Respect who they are, and when you reel them in, make sure that you nurture their spirit and nurture their heart, and you'll keep them for life. Hey honey loves. Oh Lord, I'm being goofy at this point. Okay, hey honey loves, this video right here is a continuation of the attraction by sign video. Instead, we're going to talk about how to make a relationship last by sign, how to keep a sign. Any relationship can last with God involved, with a higher power you recognize, with effort, with faith. But this video is sign specific. So if you're looking to keep a Pisces, they have to have something to believe in. They have to have purpose. They have to feel connected to the world around them, to the spiritual, to whatever higher power that they recognize, okay? So if you get in the way of that, or you don't believe in their beliefs, in their dreams, in the higher power that they recognize, or in a higher power, it will cause you problems. So yeah, or you don't believe in the purpose that they believe in, it will cause problems. So